guys, so this next assignment, assignment 5, is the one that's all about black and white in conjunction with color. And this is a pretty straightforward one. And like I mentioned, this is going to be quite a bit easier than doing the saturation project. So what you're going to do is cut out a strip of board, maybe like this, and you're going to make 4 bands of color. And on one side, they're going to go and be capped off by black. The other side is capped off by white. And you need these bands to be going, all of them go to black, and all of them go to white. And the easy way to start to plan this is to make each of the bands the width of your roll of tape. That way it's super easy to mask off and super easy to get equal width bands. So the whole purpose of doing this is to have an example of the effect that we talked about, where color next to black looks much more luminous, and at the same time it's much more saturated compared to when we just see the color next to white. It's more locked in, it's more clinical almost, and also the colors will look deeper in value than they are. And so this is another example of value contrast. It's also contrast of hue. So this is a basic example, and I want you to note, you are obviously seeing this is another hard edge painting. So all of these first assignments in the first half of the class are these hard edge paintings, again because I want you to have that technique down. The later assignments, you'll be able to go freehand and be a lot more creative with it. But we're trying to eliminate expressionistic tendency again, so that we're just reading color. So this is a super basic one. We've got the bands that go all the way across, and then capped straight up and down with the black and white. But you can see you can get more creative with it. As long as each band runs into black or white, you're good. Now the colors that you choose are totally up to you. So I'm not looking for good or bad, even though you might want to find good combination. So just choose 4 colors you want. And I want you to leave them at full saturation or near full saturation. So I'm okay with you guys tinting color just a tiny bit. So that means just a tiny tick of white if you need to bring out some of the darker colors, like especially the Viridian. If you want to tint that just a little bit, that's fine, but I want to keep these at really high saturation. Here's my example. I did curves. You guys know how to do that now from doing the color wheel. So, if you have any questions, again, in the discussion area on Canvas. Otherwise, I will see you later.